Oh, guys, it's not looking good at all for anything out there today, especially for Palantir stock, which we're going to do an update on in this video. A quick update, nothing crazy. We'll break down some other stocks maybe later in the video. So if y'all find value, smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe. It's free, and I think 60% of you guys are not subscribed here on YouTube. So what are you doing? You might as well follow me on Twitter as well, at Stas Talk Stocks. That's linked down below. Get your free stocks from Moomoo, 2 up to 16 stocks, each up to $2,000. We'll talk more about that later, and with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So Palantir stock, guys, well, is slipping right now. It's slipping, and it's slipping fast. Yesterday, the stock was at $15.43 in the morning at about 9:45, and I don't think I made a Palantir video yesterday. I don't think I did. But yeah, we hit 1545, so we pretty much coasted for a lot of the day. We did see a little bit of volatility from 1540 to 1505, back to 1530. Then we ended up picking direction later in the day, and it wasn't the direction that the bulls wanted to see, right? We actually failed to break out of 1535 right at the beginning of power hour, or right before the beginning of power hour, which was not good. You guys can see if I zoom in here, we actually failed breaking out of here, which is not good at all. And then we ended up dumping down into close quite aggressively in power hour, and we took out the lows from the entire day, which you guys can see the entire day. We held 1505. We broke right through that. We had a death cross. We were above the moving averages at one point yesterday, but clearly then we ended up, dumping back under them, and we collapsed about, let's see here, guys, from 1540 down to 1475. We dumped 4% in the span of an hour and a half. Pretty big dump there for Palantir stock, guys, and let's just say it got even worse heading into the pre-market today. And obviously this has nothing really to do fundamentally with Palantir. So there's nothing that's bad, that Palantir is doing here that, is screwing themselves internally within the business. This has to do completely and entirely with the Federal Reserve, the stance that Jerome Powell has right now, that the soft landing is no longer the base case, or it's not a base case. We might get a recession that's causing a bit of turmoil right now in the eyes of investors, right? That's kind of what we're seeing here. And we're also projecting another hike later on this year, probably more hikes next year, although people at the Fed think we might get 2 cuts next year, which I think is a bunch of bogus. There's no way we're going to get cuts next year, although we might. You never say never with the economy and stocks. Obviously, nobody knows what's going to happen. But by the looks of it, guys, I don't know if I'm buying that. I don't know if I'm buying the fact that cuts are on the horizon, and clearly the markets are not buying that either. I mean, we have gas prices going up. Inflation's been ticking up. I mean, for the August month, it was a pretty big spike you guys saw. So at this point, there is a lot of, I guess you can say, heightened uncertainty about the future. What's going to happen in the next 3 months, 6 months? We saw inflation coming down. Now we're getting a spike. We're seeing the Fed be a bit more hawkish. There's a little bit of uncertainty right now, and Palantir is getting hit because of that. No joke. From 1535.40 roughly, which was the high from yesterday, now to 1368, guys. This thing is down 11%. So we've fallen down 11% from that point to where we are, or not where we are now, but where we were. And Palantir has since seen a nice rally from 1368 to about 1415, which is a nice pop of around 3.5%. But still, guys, it is down 4% on the day, clearly in a downtrend. We took out the lows with that 1368 move. The bears are gaining control, and it's pretty obvious in my personal opinion here. Let me actually pull it up on some other time frames, and you guys obviously know this. I mean, it's not rocket scientist to say all this stuff, but I mean, look, if we're looking at this could be opening up an opportunity for longer term minded investors. Not saying for you to go buy Palantir, but when you see red out there, instead of panicking, freaking out, oh my God, I gotta sell, it's over, the world's ending, look at it as, all right, maybe this could be an opportunity. Don't just jump on it blindly. Oh, I see red, I'm blindly buying everything. No, that's not what I'm saying. But all I'm saying is, guys, opportunity could arise when there is selling, when there is fear, when there is red in the markets, which in this case, we're getting that. Palantir is now down from 16.15 to 14.15 over the past couple weeks, really 2 weeks, not even 8 days, and that's 12.5%. And at one point, Palantir, before I forget, guys, let's see how much it was down at one point when it hit 13.68 this morning. It was down at one point about 7%. So yeah, a lot of these growth names are getting hit, and now the head and shoulders that we've covered before, now it's looking more prominent than ever, guys. I'm not gonna lie, this is looking more prominent than ever. Palantir was trying to break out, but we pretty much triple topped right here. 1, 2, 3. We failed getting out of that 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart, and now we're clearly dumping down, and we're about to test a big support. In fact, wait a second here, guys. Let me zoom in. We can see Palantir actually held, funny enough, 1360 to 1370. It held that in the middle of August, it looks like right here. So we actually held that pretty steadily. We held it here, held it here, held it here. And we also at the same time have lower highs being made. So what we actually have here, guys, is a descending triangle on Palantir within the overall head and shoulders, which, to be honest, it couldn't get any more bearish than that. And really, the Fed, they screwed over Palantir stock and a lot of these growth names. And to be honest, this looks like it could be getting ready to do something like that. Maybe not all the way back down to $5 or $6 or $7. I'm not saying anything crazy like that, guys, obviously, although it's possible. Never say never. But maybe it moved down $10 to $12. Don't discount that quite yet. I'm not trying to be a doomsdayer, but don't be shocked if that were to happen. I mean, look, $10, that was the high on Palantir stock from the middle of February, also from the middle of May. That could be a support, right? Let's see, $12. Was that a prominent level ever? Not really, but I guess we could draw it out. It was a high from, looks like here the middle of May. Let me draw it out and show you guys. All I'm saying is, look, if we break through this point, 1350, we could fill that gap, maybe to 12.50. That breaks, maybe $10, and this is where I'm going to be looking to accumulate Palantir. That's kind of my plan right now, guys. I made some money on the rip, made some good money, all that good stuff. Now to accumulate some more to get back into this thing, I'm going to be looking at it in the 10 to 12 range. Obviously the lower the better. I don't know if it's going to get the 12 or 10 rather. But overall, guys, in this weakness, I am looking for opportunity. And I think Palantir, PLTR, it's arguably opening up. Maybe not quite yet right now. Again, we still have bearish patterns here, the head and shoulders, the descending triangle that needs to play out. But after that plays out, if that even does play out, we'll see. That could open up an opportunity. So let me actually show you guys, or not show you guys, but tell you guys what Palantir's market cap is, and I'll wrap up the video. I don't want to go too long. We'll talk more about some other stocks in another video, so make sure you guys subscribe, hit that notification bell. But right now, Palantir is sitting at a $30 billion market cap, so it's still arguably a, maybe not overvalued, but it's still a pretty big company, guys. $30 billion, and it's still up a lot from where it was a couple of months ago. You guys have to realize that. And even if it were to come down to $10, it would still be up 100% from where it was a couple months ago or close to a year ago. I mean, it's still going to be up a lot, and you have to realize it. And you should know, getting into Palantir stock, this is one of those names, one of those stocks that moves viciously. It could go to 5. It could go from 5 to 20, back to 10, to 15, to 30, to freaking 17, then to 40. I mean, who knows what's going to happen, but it's one of those that has drastic moves, and I'm sure you guys realize that at this point, or at least you should have by this point. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. It's free. Follow me on Twitter at Stocks Talk Stocks, link down below, and you might as well get up to 16 free stocks from Moomoo. Use that link down below. It's also down below, guys. Yep, all the links are down below. Once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks, and fund it with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And listen to this, guys, fund your account with at least $5,000 on top of those 15 stocks for a limited time. That is, you also get a free share of either Google stock or Tesla stock, which makes this promo a no-brainer. So get on it, use that link down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next one.